Oh, so we should be live, right?
I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to see that right there. There we go.
All the time.
There you go.
All the time. Yeah, we in there.
Yeah.
Shalom. Shalom, Baltimore. Shalom, Israel. It's the Isupk. Understand brotherhood class. Tuesday night brotherhood class. We are the Isupk under Commander General Hunter. Been established since 1969. You know what I mean? Been out here trying to warn our people, let them know the truth of the Bible, that we are the chosen people of the Bible, the Israelites of the Bible. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? Tonight, this brotherhood class, we're going to get right into it, man. We want to talk about how we know that the oppression is just is so devastating that it just causes us to feed ourselves the only way we know how. And how do we learn how to feed ourselves? We learn how to feed ourselves from our oppressor. And what is that? How does the oppressor feeds himself? He oppresses. That's what he do. The slave master, he oppresses. You understand? He oppresses all over the globe. Puts a heavy foot on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's God's chosen people, man. The Lord's chosen people. Israel puts a heavy foot and heavy burden on us, man. You understand? And what do we do in return? Just so that we can survive and maintain, we follow after the same attributes as the oppressor, the slave master, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
And what is that? Oppress our own people, man. You understand? We find a way to eat. How do we do it? We steal, rape, rob, murder, swindle. You understand? Con our own people, man. You know what I mean? We take advantage of our own misfortune to feed ourselves. You know what I mean? Where do we get it from? The oppressor, man. You understand? So there's a lot going on in the world. You know what I mean? Brothers out here dying, sisters coming up missing. You know what I mean? People losing their houses, getting put on the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being frauded and swindled by Christian leaders, pastors. You understand? Your government officials. You know what I mean? The leaders of Israel. You know what I mean? So we gotta, as priests and prophets, we here to let you know what it is, man, just so you can be aware. You know what I mean? So you can get an idea of what's going on. So that you can set up the parameters to keep you and your family safe. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are trying to build a nation. And we can't build a nation if we don't understand who our enemy is. You know what I mean? We don't understand who our enemy is. By not understanding who our enemy is, we won't recognize the problems. You know what I mean? We'll recognize the problems and we'll continue to blame ourselves for those issues. You know what I mean? And not understanding that the Bible breaks down exactly how these things are being done.
Right.
You understand? It tells you how they take crafty counsel, you know what I mean, to oppress us. You know what I mean? Keep us naive to what our true nationality is. Colonel Wakan, sir. So how do we figure these things out? Where do we go for answers? You came to the right place. You understand? Isupk.com. You know what I mean? Go online, check out our website. We got videos on street speakings. Right. You know what I'm saying? All the topics. You understand? From how to change your mindset to how you dress, what you're supposed to eat. All the laws are broken down on that website. And from this book, it's on that website, man. And it's there for your learning, Israel. It ain't there just so we can have a website and brag and boast. Get that out your mind. It's not that. We're not out here trying to be proud and poke our chest out because we know something. No, we here to build a nation, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're going to be able to combat the plagues that's about to come on this planet, man. You know what I mean? The Lord requires us to establish a nation of righteousness so that he can come back and defend us. You know what I mean? Just like in school, you get in trouble at school as a kid. You know what I mean? Your mother and your father come up there. They are defending you against what the allegation is being presented to them by their children from you. You know what I mean? Like, Michael threw a chair across the classroom. You know what I mean? And based on what your parents know of you as your characteristics as a child, they're like, either he did it or he didn't do it. You align on them, or it happened, something like that, to that degree. So that's what the Lord is doing, man. He's not out here. He's not going to back us if we in our wrong, man. So we not following law, statutes, commandments. You understand? He's not going to back us. He's going to allow the oppressor to have his way with us, man, and all these other heathen nations, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? BG bills going skyrocketing, your utilities, you know what I mean? Car insurance, eggs, food, basic necessities of life, man. It's just out of control right now as far as the price. And it's not matching the wages that we make here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how do we got it? We got to break out of it, man. We got to shake it off. Christianity is a joke. It's not helping anybody. It's making things worse. You know what I mean? We can pray and beg the Lord, give us a job, get you a man, get you a woman, you know what I mean, get me a new house, a new car, for all the folly. We can beg and get on our knees and cry and foam at the mouth in the Christian church and ask for trinkets. You know what I mean? And the Lord still ain't gonna give it to you, man. You should be asking the Lord to help you get up out of this oppression that we under this slave master, man. It's a terrible thing, man. So I got an article I was reading. We're gonna bring out. It's about this guy or this family. What is the Israel? His name is Israel Roseman. Coincidence, right?
Right.
So-called small hat, or the small hat slumlord. You know what I mean? He owns a multi-unit complex here in Baltimore, Maryland. The name of the complex is called Temple Gardens. It's on Madison Avenue. And in that, if you're from Baltimore or any city in America where blacks dwell, blacks and Hispanics dwell, it's pretty much impoverished, man. It's the hood. You know what it is. We ain't got to be nice about it. It's the hood, the ghetto. You know what I mean? And who lives there? Low income families, older brothers and sisters, that just can't afford to live in a big house or a house at all. So they got to rent from the so-called small hat. What can we call them, sir? Salagi. Call them small hat. So we got to rent from the slumlord small hats, that don't take care of the buildings, man. You know what I mean? You living in these buildings just so you can have a place to stay, so you're not on the street. You know what I mean? Our families are destroyed, so you can't go live with your auntie or your grandmama, because grandmama more than likely is living in that apartment. So you can't go live with a brother or sister because they probably passed away because you're 75 years old. You know what I mean? Your pension got robbed from you. You know what I mean? You might be on disability or something like that where you can barely afford to live in that place, but that's what you can afford. So you live in a slum. You eating who knows what you're eating. You know what I mean? Just to sustain life in that slummy place, man. You know what I mean? And you're getting government assistance or Section 8. It's a HUD payment that's getting paid to Israel Roseman. You know what I mean? He's getting paid,
right,
but he won't even fix the daggone building, his property, man. He owns this building. Won't even fix it, man. You know what I mean? So like, go ahead, sir.
May, sir. It's because he doesn't care about the people who he lords over.
Not at all.
You understand?
If
it was his people, the building would be fixed up and be up to code.
Right.
And the crazy thing is you said something earlier. You said they something about crafty counsel.
Right.
You understand? They come together, and that's the truth. You understand? They take crafty counsel because if you let something sit in your yard, or you let dog poop sit in your yard a few hours too long, they come out and cite you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But you can have a slumlord building for years and nothing happens. You understand? Because they take crafty counsel.
Right.
It's not by happenstance that his building is a crummy building. You understand? This is the conditions that they allow us to be in.
Right.
You understand? And they don't do anything about it because they care nothing about it.
Right. Exactly. And sir, he's getting paid.
Yes.
We're gonna bring out all that. We're gonna bring out how much money this joker made, you know what I mean, per year, annually. You know what I mean?
Right.
This developer, Roseman Development Inc. Inc. The owner again is Israel Roseman, so-called small hat slumlord. He's been owning this building since 1987.
Right.
That's what, 36 years? He's been owning this place for 36 years, right?
Right.
So it probably was in nicer conditions during that time, because so-called blacks and Spanish probably wasn't even rocking on Madison Avenue like that.
How long ago?
87, 86,
Oh, no, yeah.
87. We was rocking on Madison.
Yeah, we was 87. I was running up Madison.
Oh, well, Salaki. I digress.
Madison, yeah.
So either way, he owned that building.
Yeah.
It had to be in better condition in the 80s than it is now.
Well, Madison.
Madison, it wasn't. It was still slummy in the 80s.
Yeah, that was anywhere we've been in Madison, man. It was always been. It's always been slummy like that.
So he probably just bought it cheap.
I remember they only a hop, skip, and jump away from Murphy Homes, where Murphy Homes is at.
Okay, Scon. Okay, so he probably bought it cheap then, sir.
You got McCullough Homes right down the street from him. You know?
All the projects.
Yeah.
Okay, so he probably bought it when it was dirt cheap.
Probably so.
You know what I mean? And now it's valued at a higher at a higher percentage now because he had it so long and it's been generating revenue for over 36 years.
Right.
So even if it is a crappy building, it's still gonna be worth a few $1 million just based off of the revenue that it produces yearly or annually. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a lot of times a building like that is collecting state money too.
Right, HUD.
So he getting guaranteed money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
hey, sir, if we could, let's hit some of these points in this article.
okay.
You know what I mean? I wish we could blow the picture up so you can see this lady in this wheelchair.
I'm gonna read it. You ready for me to read it?
Yeah, you can go ahead, sir, whenever you're ready.
Okay. This is the Baltimore Banner. Tenants live in dangerous, unsanitary conditions across Baltimore. A new bill would crack down on their landlords.
Stop right there, sir. Look, now it's saying that tenants live in dangerous, unsanitary conditions across Baltimore. It ain't just Baltimore, man. It's the entire globe. You black, Hispanic, or Native American, and you got a landlord, or you living anywhere amongst your oppressors that own the property, you understand? Or you got a landlord they got the mark of the beast. You understand? So that just don't care about the tenants. They just love money. You are in these conditions. You got unsanitary, unsafe conditions all over the country, all over the globe. Go ahead, sir. Salak.
The measure will require inspections of priority buildings with 20 units or more, with a documented history of poor conditions twice per year until conditions improve.
All right, so now you got to pass a bill to enforce landlords to take care of their properties, to take care of their tenants that make them rich. Now you got to pass a bill, but the devil been owning this property. The devil been in business in real estate for over 36 years.
Right.
So now all of a sudden he got to be accountable after 36 years. What about going back and running up the accounts and finding all the complaints from tenants during that time? Probably can't find them because they ignored them. Somebody made enough noise where a brother or sister can probably get a little bit of relief. Probably get a new smoke detector in the house or a new freezer. They might patch a hole in the ceiling from a leak. You understand? They might. That's something.
I remember under a slumlord like that. And what I did was I did escrow. Put my money in escrow.
So you didn't pay him?
I didn't have to pay him. I paid down at the rent court.
Okay.
Every month. Kept paying till they fixed the condition. They won't wait till the last minute to fix the conditions after 6 months. So they gave them 1 month worth of rent and gave me all the money back.
Most High Christ, yeah. yeah.
That's what a lot of us don't understand, right? It's ways to beat this. And I'm looking at this article that says tenants live in dangerous, unsanitary conditions, but a lot of us don't have the little simple information to combat all of that.
Right.
Now, they can come together and come on here and do all of this. Think about if all of them would have came together and took their money down to the rent court,
right,
and put everything in escrow.
Right.
We got millions of dollars in escrow. Let them pussyfoot around. They don't get their money back and let everybody roll out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because when you get that money back, that's enough money for you to go move somewhere else in a better condition.
Right.
You understand? But we always feel like, we privileged, to be in these conditions, and we stay under the oppressor and let the oppressor treat us any kind of way.
Right.
But this is the reason why we always say that integration destroyed us.
Absolutely.
Because we had our own apartment building.
Right.
We had our own stores. We had our own community centers. You understand? But integration, we gave all that away. So now look at the condition we're in now.
Right.
Thanks to Martin Luther King.
Thanks to Martin Luther King, Christianity, Most High in Christ. Salakia. You're right. So you're right. You spot on, because look at it. You know, they passing a bill in 2023 after this joker that had the properties all over this country. You understand? They based out of Pennsylvania. Throw all the information out there.
You know what?
What's that, sir?
Salakia, I didn't even mean to break you up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Salakia, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it seems that a lot of these landlords live up in Pennsylvania. We had a slumlord next door to us, the place I lived at off of Wilkins Avenue. Rats running all through the house.
Dang.
You understand? People live in Pennsylvania. They buying property down here. And the city and the state is allowing them to let the properties dilapidate.
Right.
This is another thing that they do to us too. This is what drops the property value.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And this is crafty counsel again.
Right.
This is how you get redlining. This is how you get what they call it. When people moving in.
Gentrification.
This is gentrification.
Matter of fact, sir, can we pull that? If it's a lot, I mean, cut you. Can we pull that and get crafty counsel?
Okay, I got you.
Because that's exactly what it is. You got to think. You live in another state. You buy properties. We're not gonna get all into real estate. I just want to just give a quick overview of it. You live in another state, right? You come to a city where blacks and Hispanics are impoverished. Buy their properties. Won't fix them, just hold them. So all these vacant houses you see in Pennsylvania, like York, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Baltimore, any city where blacks and Hispanics dwell, you got out-of-state landlords that own these properties, and they have them under LLCs. So it's not hard for the city to contact them, but it is. It's because the people don't want to do the work anyway. Right. So they're not going to reach out to a landlord that lives in California and try to get them to pay. Because this is what's going to happen. It's under LLC. What you going to take? You're not going to take my personal property. They can take the prop. They can take. I mean, as far as like my personal wealth, because it's in my name. You know what I mean? But as far as like the LLC, oh, what you gonna do? Fine me. I'll pay it. Well, I'll fix them when I feel like it.
Well, think about Salakia, sir.
Salakia, sir.
Think about this, right? You have women, you have brothers and sisters all across this city losing their houses over water bill. $1,000 water bill.
Right.
You understand? Over taxes.
Right.
$500 in taxes, $1,000 in taxes that they can't pay because they know they don't have the money.
Right.
And you can lose your house over that. So how can these same people living out of state, you understand, let these properties dilapidate to the point where they are rat infested and the property value begins to drop on the properties around it? Like you said before, they take crafty counsel. These are people who have gotten together and schemed against us as Israel.
Right.
You understand? And this is not by happenstance. This is protocol of our oppressor. This is protocol of our oppressor.
Right.
This is what they do to us.
No, because you're right. Because you got to think, if they leave us alone, we'll breeze past every nationality on this planet, man. If they just left us alone,
right? You
know what I'm saying? Give us a couple years. Just leave us alone. The proof is in the pudding. They know what it is. But anyway, sir, if you could, you bring that scripture out real quick.
Sir.
Hey, real quick before you do that. Hey, give a shout out to my man, priest and officer Karala Come. What's going on with you, and Princess Zariala. Is it? I say it right?
Yeah. Zaraya.
Salakia, sir. She gonna get me. Salakia, sis. Hey, good to see you in the chat, man. Like and share if you could. Go ahead, sir, if you could.
Okay. Psalms chapter 80. Do you want me to start at 3?
Yeah, you can start at 3.
Okay. Psalms chapter 83, verse 3.
Okay.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Yeah, so the they is the nations, the heathens, you know what I mean, that are around about us, man, that have us in utter destruction, destroyed us, took our nationality, tricked us with all their different philosophies, you know what I mean, financially destroyed us, got us thinking that integration was the best thing for us, putting so-called blacks and Hispanics that got some brains and on pedestals to bamboozle the masses, That's the crafty counsel. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
Yeah, that's right. They consulted against us, man. We're the Lord hidden ones. We the ones hidden on this planet, man. You understand? We the ones hidden. And they took crafty counsel against us. Go ahead.
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And that's what they did. You ask 10 black people, 10 black brothers and sisters, anything about where they from, you're gonna get 10 different answers, man. You understand? And then just the mere fact that you could be God's chosen people is a disgrace to you. Because you're like, what? Ain't no way. Because of all of the damn destruction that we live under right now. How depleted we are. So yeah, you're gonna think that we can't be God's chosen people. Go ahead.
That the name of Israel.
The name of what?
The name of Israel.
Go ahead.
May be no more in remembrance.
No more remembrance, man. That's why it's a far cry to the naked eye or the unlearned mind that we are God's chosen people, man. You understand? But back to what it is, they take crafty counsel, man. So everything we about to read in this article is craftiness, man. The devil is a crafty bastard, man.
Right.
He can come up with all kinds of schemes, GMOs in your food. You know what I mean? All kinds of documents and contracts that you sign to get jobs and get property and open bank accounts, credit cards, the apps on your phone. All that is crafty counsel, man. Just to exploit you, man. Control your mind. Control your finances. Control your future. Take away your children. All that, man. It's crafty counsel. And not just that, just to keep us away from our power, man. That's what's real. Keep us away from the Lord, man. You tell a black man, Hispanic man, hey, man, look, you God's chosen people, man. Eating a pork chop is wrong according to the Bible.
Right.
They look at you like you crazy. You understand? Hey, brother, sister, hey, interracial dating and marriage and hooking up, you know, sex is marriage according to the Bible. Yeah. You ain't supposed to date outside your race, black man, Hispanic man, woman, all of it. Stay within the color lines of your race. You understand? You do that, you tell them that, oh, you wrong. It's no way. We supposed to love everybody. You understand? But they took crafty counsel and made us believe that we can just do whatever the hell we want, man. And not know that we got a contract with the Lord, man. You void that contract. It's punishments for voiding contracts, man. You understand? And we are living proof of it right now, based off the conditions we in. Salakia, I digress, sir. Hey, let's get back into that article. Salakia.
All right. Let's see. This is that photo you were talking about. Elaine Nichols speaks alongside a coalition of renters demanding strengthened accountability for the city's most frequently cited and hazardous multifamily dwellings in Baltimore on Monday, February 27, 2023.
Real quick, sir, if you can give the audience a description of how that sister looked. Just give a basic description of what you think she might be going through, what she looked like.
Well, she looked, yeah, she in one of them wheelchairs.
Right. So she probably in her late 50s, 60s.
The sister behind her too.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, she got to be in her late 60s.
Go ahead.
I don't want to say 50s because I may already.
Oh, my bad, sir. Salaya. I ain't that far from behind you.
I ain't saying she older than me.
You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is that the sister looked like she done been through hell.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And they got her. Now, look, check it out. This is a more crafty counsel. They have her on the screen with a bonnet and in an electrical wheelchair in front of a podium with some big head Negroes and some suits beside them, right? They're going to use her to exploit. They're going to exploit her to get to the Rosen Development Incorporated that's ran by Israel Roseman, the owner. They've been owning it since 1987 to get money out of him. They're not going to pay these brothers and sisters, man. Guaranteed. But go ahead. We got a little bit more on there.
Yeah.
I want to get to the part where
Elaine Nichols has demanded a resolution to the dangerous conditions she experienced at her Reservoir Hill apartment complex from anyone who will listen. But still, she says nothing has been done.
Look, she's begging. She is begging. So she had to make a damn near a mockery of herself, coming out with a bonnet on her head, just looking destroyed, man. Not making a mockery of herself, but she had to put herself at the feet of the oppressor and beg, man. You understand? Something that the Lord told us never to do. Right. But why do we do it? Because we were taught by big head Negroes, man, Christian leaders, Martin Luther King, and everybody else that told us to join these bastards, man, so that we can live a better life here in America, man. Just to get along get along with the beatings, get along with the oppression, get along with the mistreatment, get along with the riots and the vandalism that they did in our neighborhoods. Just get along with them. Don't say nothing. Just forgive them and go along with it. So this sister in 2023 has to go beg a multi-millionaire company in the city to help her so she don't have to worry about rats and roaches running through our house, man.
Right.
You understand? She had to beg, man. Makes you feel some type of way, Israel. It should. Or we just too caught up in our own lust. Go ahead, sir.
In November, her apartment in the Temple Gardens apartment building caught fire from a stove that she'd repeatedly asked her landlord, Roisman and Associates, to replace, she said.
Now, look at that. She begged him. So if the sister lives in this house, who knows how long she been there? You know if a stove is faulty or not. If you gotta strike a lighter, use a piece of paper. We all done did it, Israel. Me too. Use a lighter and put it up under the damn stove while the gas is on to light it. That's a hazard. You understand? That means, what is that? The wick or not the beacon? I forgot what it's called. The little thing, the striker, and the stove ain't working. So if you got gas running and you can't imagine, you got the gas running, you trying your best to light it. You got an explosion. You know what I mean? In the house. But the sister went and complained to the landlord. You pay rent, you pay insurance, and everything comes from that rent. Right. You know what I mean? And then looking at the conditions of this sister, she looked like she get HUD money, man. So that means that the government and the state is paying Rosen and Developments Incorporated for her stay in that property that he's supposed to be held to a standard to maintain for the safety of the tenants. But no, he don't want to do it because he don't have to. Why? Because we are the Lord's hidden ones. Right. You know what I mean? The discarded. You understand? The downtrodden and the worthless of the nation, man. The hated of all people on the planet. Right. So he don't have to do. He don't got to do a damn thing. Hey, man, look. Hey, you lucky you got a roof. This is the mind of the oppressor. Hey, you lucky you got a roof. You could sleep outside on the bus stop with a couple blankets. Try me. You know what I mean? Probably scared a lady to death. Probably not her, but other tenants in her condition. Probably scared to death to say anything. Probably got same condition she got, but won't say nothing. Why? Because she's scared. But go ahead, sir. You got a little bit more, if you could. Salakia.
In November, her apartment. Oh, wait a minute.
No, you're right.
She also deals constantly with bugs and rodents.
God damn. Bugs and rodents. That's Salakia. Now, it's a study says that roaches and rodents cause what? Asthma. You understand? Respiratory ailments.
Right. When
you got rodents and roaches and mice, feces and pee all over your damn pillows and the floor and your cereal, all that madness, it causes respiratory issues and other ailments as well. Slightly, as you could, sir, if you could.
My apartment is infested with mice running like ants through my apartment. Nikki and officials gathered just down the street and outside the only apartment owned by landlord.
The same landlord, Israel Roseman, a so-called small hat slumlord that lives in Pennsylvania that makes $23.7 million annually. You understand? That's who she's complaining to. Slagia. It's a little bit more, sir.
The doctor told me.
Now, who?
The doctor told me and my granddaughter both not to go back in that apartment instead.
Now, whoa. Now, this is the doctor. The doctor's paid. You understand? The doctor probably live in a big old house in Elegant City. It's probably from the squad of Elam or the squad of Moab. You understand? Living lovely. Hey, look, just don't. It's easy for them to say it. They live in large. Hey, look, Mr. Lane, look, the conditions of your place is crap. Don't go back.
Right.
Don't go back. But what happened, sir? What did she say? That last piece, and we off of it.
And we're still in there right now, said Nichols. It's a disgrace.
And she's still there right now. Now, why do you think she's still there, Israel? Why do you think she's still there? Because she can't afford to go anywhere else.
No way to go.
You understand? The oppressor got his hooks in these people, in our people, man. You know what I mean? The oppression and the poverty are the hooks, the restraints that keeps us from moving out of a crappy apartment. The doctor told her don't go back, man. God damn, you just wanted to die in your apartment, slave master. Just let your slaves die in your property. Israel Roseman Developments Incorporated in Pennsylvania. Just let her die in your apartment from what? Asthma or some type of respiratory infection because you got rodents running around like ants. Good night. You ever have you see you have a trail of ants come in your kitchen because you done left like a piece of fruit or spilt a little drop of Kool-Aid. They have a feast in your on your kitchen floor. So she's saying that the rats and roaches, mice and roaches are running around like that, man, in her apartment. Good night, man. That is hell. That's a lot. That is hell. But your Christian pastors tell you to love these people, man. Forget about everything. Get along with them. You know what I mean? Your leaders, your celebrities, all of them, man. They all sold us out, man, and just tell us to just love these people. Right. You know what I mean? It's your fault if you don't shine. It's your fault if you don't have an education. It's your fault it's your choice to live in these conditions. So a big head uppity Negro or a Christian pastor, I'm gonna stop saying that too. A Christian pastor or somebody like that would blame her for living in a slumlord's apartment, man. Hey, well, you should have did better, Miss Elaine. You ain't praying hard enough. You ain't paying enough tithes. You know what I mean? You're not applying yourself. You know what I mean? You're not applying yourself. That's why you live in this way. You understand? It's our fault. It's always our fault. But here in the Isupk, we point the finger the other way, black man, Hispanic man, Native man. We tell you the truth. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you don't know what's right from wrong because your leaders don't tell you. Your Christian church don't tell you. It's not your fault. We just read his crafty counsel, man. We the Lord's hidden ones. They took crafty counsel to tear us apart as a nation of people, man. You know what I mean? It got us hating each other. You know what I mean? That's hate. Somebody that lived in Baltimore City all their life, McCullough Homes, pick a project that's still standing. And you from there, and you made it out, so-called made it out from that area, that living condition, and you live in Beverly Hills now. And you look down on the people that you rode bikes with, you threw rocks at cars with. You understand? You look down on those people now. The people that you got frozen cups with from the frozen cup lady around the corner. You look down on them now because you out of the hood. What type of person are you, man? You wicked as hell, man. That's not, the Lord requires more from you, especially if you one of the rich and elites of the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, man. You're not supposed to leave your people hanging, man, because you need your people to get forward. You think you're forward in the head because you what? You live amongst the oppressor? You ahead? You live in large because you live amongst the heathens, taking on their traditions? You think you safe? Lie. You understand? So look, we can drop that, sir. But let me tell you about this guy Rosen, man. Look, so the guy Rosen, man, he's been under investigation numerous times, been sued by his employees for what's it called? Commissions not being paid and so forth. You know what I mean? It's a small company. It's a big, wealthy company, but it's a small company as far as manpower and employees. They only got 150 employees, right? In Pennsylvania. They got other not infrastructure. They got other headquarters. Their headquarters is in Pennsylvania, but they got other offices surrounding the nation, the country, right? So it's only 150 of them. And now that 150, a good portion, about 5 to 15% of their employees have filed complaints about not getting commissions for deals they've done over the years. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get the article, but I read the article how they got so deep in the lawsuits where the dude was just so crafty, man. He just kept flipping it and getting these people unpaid for their commissions. Right. You know what I mean? Blackballing them out the industry. They can't go get another job for another big real estate firm. You understand? So if he's doing that to his own people, you understand? Imagine what else he's doing to the Blacks and Hispanics living in this community. Right. To us. Let's put it like that. To us. Right on Madison, man. Temple Hill Gardens. Is it Temple Hill? Slagia. It is. Temple Gardens on Madison Ave, man. Company been around since 1987, 36 years. It grosses $23.7 million annually, man. You understand? And you can't pay the people that work for you. You can't take care of your tenants that get you paid. You're a slimy, greasy bastard, man. And you deserve the name Slumlord. You understand? You deserve the name Slumlord. Hey, sir, let's drop that. Let's get let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 16, if you could, Baba Kishar.
Right.
You understand? Because we gotta remember that these things that happen to us is not by coincidence. Like we said, it's the crafty counsel, but we still gotta take responsibility and learning what's in this book, man, so we can change our lives, so we can stop and get the oppressor's foot off our neck, man, so we can live healthy lives on this planet, man. We need the Lord's help. How do you get the Lord's help? You gotta get back to these laws, statutes, commandments, man. And your Christian church is not going to teach you how to live the righteous in sight of the Lord. Not going to teach you, man. You understand? If you could, sir. I said 15.
I think we want to start.
Go ahead. Yeah, we can. Yeah, 28, 15. We can do that.
Start at 15.
Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass. I mean, it's going to happen. Hey, listen up. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken.
If thou will what?
If thou wilt not hearken.
That means if you don't listen, you don't pay attention, you don't follow orders. You understand? You don't be a good child to your father. Go ahead.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
No, just some of them, sir.
To do all his
No, just the ones I like. Just the ones I like.
All his commandments.
All of them, Israel. Go ahead.
And his statutes which I command thee this day.
Right. Say it again, sir. Do them immediately, right now. You know what I mean? Take it in blood. You signed the contract on the dotted line. Do it now. Pay the interest now. Go ahead.
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these good things.
All these curses.
Okay, go ahead.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Oh, we. Getting close to what we about to talk about. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Where we at right now, sir?
In the city.
In
sir.
Baltimore City. Where you at, Israel? Viewers is watching. We got 7 viewers. Oh, that's what it is. It's a lot. Most high Christ. Hey, big ups to Israel. Like and share if you could here. Oh, we got. Oh, who's that?
Akita Perkins.
Hey, Akita Perkins. Shout out to you. Thanks for watching. Like and share if you could. If we said it wrong, Salaki, come to class. We can get it right. You feel me? Oh, Sicario, what's good, sis? Hey, Shalom, Lord in Christ. Yeah. Oh, hey, Shalom, sis. Come through, son. I know you got a plate for us this Saturday. Salaki, I'm just messing, sis. The water for coming in and checking in with us here. Yeah. You know, we got to throw that shout out there. Right. No, it's just a throw down with the get down. Hey, sir, keep bringing it back for us from the top, Salaki.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall we be in Baltimore City, Detroit, DC, Chicago, Texas, wherever we dwell at. Go ahead.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Hey, even if you move to the suburbs, you in White Marsh, Elegant City, Randallstown. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff I can name off the top. Anywhere you in the suburbs, everywhere you go, you don't live in a row house, you got a land and acres, you still cursed.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, sir. A little bit more. Salaki.
Verse 17. Cursed shall thy baskets and thy store.
That's you can drop that. But the point I'm trying to make is it don't matter where you live, where you go. If you're not following law, statutes, commandments, man, and practicing brotherhood amongst your people, you understand? You're going to get all these curses, man, all these lashes from the Lord. The Lord's a good father, man. You know what I mean? The viewers out there, you know, you got kids. You know what I mean? Y'all are parents. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we discipline our children. You understand? We discipline our kids. Same thing the Lord doing with a nation of hard-headed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Sad to say, it's the truth. We hard-headed, stubborn, man. We want to do what we want. We want to follow after the heathens, man. And the Lord told us not to do that. You understand? We begged the Lord to give us a king like the other nations, man. We begged him. And what he do? He gave us a king, man. And he was a tyrant, man. He did right. He fought for us for a while, but then he lost his goddamn mind, man. Like every leader does, just about every leader does at some point that leads blacks and Hispanics, especially nowadays, man. You got these Christian leaders get a little bit of clout and power, and what do, man? They entice you with homosexuality. They entice you with the cars, the fame, the jewelry. You understand? And they just mislead you, man. Right. They entice you with the cultures of the heathens. That's all it is. Just to line their pockets, man. The Lord ain't for it, man. We cursed Israel. We cursed. Go ahead, sir. That was it. Boom. We got one more. Let me get yeah, there we go. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon. We can go ahead and jump into it. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1, if you could. Because we want to talk, we're not going to just bash our brothers and sisters, man, because it's not your fault. You know what I mean? Because it's not everybody is wicked on purpose. You got brothers and sisters that, and look, I'm not an advocate for nobody breaking the laws, but you got brothers and sisters out here that do drugs and eat pork and, you know, we got interracial marriages and all that. And they think they're doing the right thing. They're like, I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not bothering nobody. You know what I mean? Because they compare how they live to how wicked the oppressor is, the slave master is in these other nations to us. Well, I'm not doing what they did. I don't burn crosses in East Indians' yards. You know what I'm saying? I don't burn Black Lives Matter flags in Esau's grass. I don't spray paint death to anybody, any race on their cars, like they did, or their fence, their white picket fence, like they did mega billionaire basketball player LeBron James. I don't do that. I just eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. That's it. It ain't pork. You know what I mean? I just smoke a little bit of weed. I don't smoke crack. I don't do much. You know what I'm saying? I don't do much. You know, and that's what it is. And that's what we are trained to think in our minds. Why? Because we take on the traits of our oppressor, man. We compare our wickedness to the oppressor, man, and we can't do that. That's not what the Lord told us to do. You know what I mean? We got to figure out how we get back to this, man. How do we get back to righteousness? We got to get back to the laws, number one. But we're gonna drop that. We're gonna go to the Wisdom of Solomon, man. We're gonna tell you about how these bastards think. And when I say these bastards, I'm talking about the blacks and Hispanics, the leaders of our people. You understand? When I say leaders, I don't mean that they're like holding you by the hand and leading you. I'm talking about they just influence you with how their lifestyle, how they portray their lives to be. That's how they lead us and how they fool us. You understand? The dumb dogs. And we're going to talk about the oppressor, the slave master, the devil that the Bible speaks of, how they train their minds to think so that they can oppress us willingly and feel no regret about it. That's why when you see on news, so like when you watch the news and something tragic happens to a black or Hispanic or Native American, somebody from Israel, this police beating the crap out of you till you die, killing you, finding out how cops are planting drugs and guns in your car, people stealing your houses. Like you got, like the general boarded out yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, how they got people in Colorado going through hell right now. A black family with some land, not even really big farmland, just trying to raise enough food to go to the farmer's market and feed their family, are being oppressed by their slave master, oppressive neighbors. You understand? We're going to tell you how they train their mind in the scriptures, man. The Bible is the most powerful book on the planet, man. It tells you how they train their minds to think, so they don't have to feel any regret, any sorrow, or nothing for them oppressing you. Train their think a certain way, and the Wisdom of Solomon about to bring it out. If you could, sir, let me get Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. We're gonna slow on because this is good. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. The ungodly said, reasoning with themselves.
Whoa, reasoning with who?
Reasoning with themselves.
So it's the ungodly, the wicked of Israel and so-called oppressors, the heathen nations all around us. Go ahead.
But not aright.
Not aright. They reason with themselves. They ain't thinking right. They just trying to get it together. Go ahead.
Our life is short and tedious.
Our life is short and tedious, man. Hey, look, life is short. Ain't you hear that all the time? Life is short. You gotta have some fun. I'm gonna spend it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna blow a bag, whatever. Go ahead.
And in the death of a man, there is no remedy.
In the death of a man, there's no remedy. So we gonna die. We gotta live life. We gonna die. Hey, who's that? What is his name? Hyman Back Chris, written by Semites. All right, whatever. Go ahead, sir.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right. So they don't even, well, this is the Old Testament. So they thinking about Christ. Christ wasn't on the scene at this time. You understand? But they like, oh, life is short. Got to have fun. Hey, when you die, you can't take it with you. Go ahead.
Verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Right. So it's like we never even lived here. We never even did anything. Go ahead.
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke.
Uh-huh.
and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Right. That's everybody knows it's a electricity in your heart. That's why if you die and they try to bring you back to life with a defibrillator, that's an electric shock. So we have a natural electric shock that runs through our body. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 3, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes.
That's right. Ash to ashes, dust to dust. Go ahead.
And our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
This is somebody that is unlearned of the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? So now you can see how they just convincing themselves, like, look, man, we got to get it while we can. We here for a short time. Look, I'm about to run up a bag. I'm about to do all the nastiness and filthiness. I don't care what the Bible say. I'm going to do whatever I want just so I can enjoy life. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and our names shall be forgotten in time.
Right.
And no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Right. So look, they just vain. Just want somebody to remember them and talk about them after they done. You know what I mean? But this is just their mind, them training their minds. We're going to get to it. Keep going.
And our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud.
They trying to get real philosophical with it. Trying to make you, that's what the Christian church do. They try to gas you up and rock you to sleep with some slick words and sayings and some philosophies, just so they can convince you to do wickedness, and it's okay to do it. Go ahead.
And shall be dispersed as the mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
Right. So he pretty much saying just like a like vapor. You know what I mean? Just disappears. Nothing. Just gone. Vanish. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For our time is a very shadow, Salakia. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away.
Right.
And after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Right. So you ain't coming. They just saying that you ain't coming back. They don't believe in reincarnation. None of that. It's just wicked people, man. Unlearned people in the scriptures. Not unlearned people of the scriptures. Just don't know anything. Go ahead. You got something, sir?
Just like you said in the beginning. Basically, what they're telling you now, basically what they're saying, you might as well get it while you're here.
Yeah.
Get it at any cost.
Right.
You know, at any means, by any means necessary.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's what they basically, that's what this scripture's talking about.
Right.
It's talking about being uncarnal or being carnal and not worrying about how you get what you get. You understand?
Right.
Don't worry about tomorrow. Get it now.
Right.
You understand?
Hey, sir, I didn't mean cut you off. What? Like communist?
This is, he's talking some Semite stuff. You understand? We ain't gonna worry about that.
No, you leave him up there. We can show him. We keep it up. We just keep talking to us.
He's talking about written by Semites. You know, Jews, written by Jews. I mean,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But we ain't gonna, let's not focus on
Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah, but
thanks for watching.
Basically, this is how our leaders live.
Right.
You understand? They don't worry about tomorrow. They're not worried about their brothers or their sisters.
Right.
They're only worried about themselves. They're only worried about the now. They're not worried. Say, listen, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Listen, you only live once.
Right.
That's the saying, right? You might as well do it now. You only live once.
Right.
Basically, that's what that scripture is saying, you know. And this is a big hindrance of Israel right now. We got a lot of brothers and sisters that think that way.
Right.
We only live once. We might as well get it while we can and get it by any means. You understand? And in that essence, they destroying their own people.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Where the other nations don't do that.
Right.
Now we supposed to be the ones with the brotherhood, but the other nations exemplify brotherhood.
That's right.
Not spiritually like we supposed to. They do it carnally.
Right.
But just the scripture that you used before, they take crafty counsel
Come.
to keep us right where we are. It's the reason why we destroyed the way we are. You know.
That's right.
I hear. Go ahead.
Now, you got a little bit more. Verse 6.
Yeah, verse 6. Verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present.
Look at that. Let us enjoy the good things that are present. You understand, Mr. Chris? You right. Let's enjoy the good things that are present. What's present? Homosexuality, drug addiction.
Right.
You understand? Interracial marriages and dating. or whatever you want to call it. What else is out there? All the abominable foods that they call delicacies, man. What else is good? What else is good, sir? What else is good we got out here? You got anything? I hit it all?
Shrimp, crab, and lobster.
Yeah, shrimp, crabs, and lobsters, all that. Yeah. What else? Go ahead, you can finish. Keep going. Slide.
Okay. And let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
Ooh wee. We're about to get into it. Keep going.
Verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointment.
Oh, let's just party. That's what that sounds like. Let's drink, smell good, get dappered up, and just go party and show off and be carnal. Keep going.
And let no flower of the spring pass by us.
Mm-hmm.
That's let no good thing pass.
Oh, come on. Let no good thing pass us by. Don't let no time pass by. No seasons. Let's get it while we can. Let's get it all. Let's go, sir.
That's the things that they partake is good. You understand?
Come on, sir.
That's being carnal.
Right.
You understand? Because that's all that they can think of. You understand? And just like we said before, they don't think of their brothers and sisters. They only think of themselves.
That's right.
So everything he's speaking of is carnal.
Right.
He's thinking of the world. You understand? The scriptures tell us what? We can be in the world.
Be in the world, not of the world. Right.
You understand? That's what a lot of us are, of the world. Christians are of the world.
Right.
You understand? The Christians are taught you come first.
Right.
Think about yourself. Think about your well-being.
Right.
You understand? How do you feel?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? This is what preachers and pastors teach us every day.
Right.
How do you feel? If you don't feel good, leave him.
Right.
If you don't feel good about her, leave her. You understand? You don't need her.
Right.
This is the thinking of our women today too. You understand? When you hear all that, I don't need a man.
Right.
As soon as your car breaks down, who you call?
Right. Right.
I don't need a man. As soon as your rent due, who you call?
Right.
I don't need a man. As soon as somebody banging and kicking on your door, who you call?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We destroy people.
Come on.
Go
We almost there at the bottom, sir. I just want to get down to 10.
Okay. Oh, shit, I got pulled up. Let us crown, at verse 8, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered.
Yeah, we just got to shine. Just get dab it up, like I said earlier. Keep going.
Verse 9. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness.
Oh, none of us. We all got to get it. Come on. So that's like the whole saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? You never see the eagles hanging with the doves. So what it is we want like-minded people that think like us so that we can go and do wickedness together. If it's a band of brothers doing wickedness, you can get a lot of done. Trust me. Go ahead.
Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
Oh, Slot, sound just like the so-called Edomites. You understand? Let us leave our tokens all over the place so they can remember us. What they do? Change Christ, big brother Christ, into a damn sodomite, man. Stringy dog head, heathen, oppressor. You know what I mean? He was a homosexual and a rapist. You know what I mean? And a murderer. You understand? Change the most masculine man, alpha male, or ever walked the face of the earth into a sodomite, man. You're going to pay for that, oppressor. Go ahead.
Well, this is our portion.
Look at that. This is our portion. We're going to take everything. We're going to leave stuff around for our generations, and we're going to take everything from you and don't give you nothing. Just keep you oppressed and beat down, take your language, call us you. You understand? Identity theft. We're going to do all that just so we can live deliciously and voluptuously. That's what it said, right? Voluptuousness. Ooh, we. I thought that was something. I thought that word meant something else when I was in the world. Right. Go ahead.
And our lot is this.
Oh, and we're going to do it.
This is ours.
And this is ours. Just proud. Just proud. Proud thieves, murderers, robbers. You understand? Oppressors, slave masters. Proud. Keep going.
Verse 10. Let us oppress the poor.
God. Whoa, wait. So hold up, sir. Where we? Let the viewers know where we at. Let the viewers know where we at.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10.
And what are we talking about here? What's our topic? Oppression. We in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. You can leave him up there, sir. No. Oh, all right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. We talking about oppression. You understand? Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Who's the righteous on the planet Earth? There's only one righteous. There's only one race of people on this planet that can be righteous. Right, righteous. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Israel. You understand? Look behind you. This sign. ISUPK. We the righteous. You understand? And we trying to bring our people to the righteousness in this school. You understand? You ain't in here, you ain't in the truth, man. I don't care how big your organization is. I got a sidebar real quick, sir. Salakia, if I could. I'm in the gym this morning. It's personal. Salakia, I don't want to share because it was kind of funny. It made me laugh. I'm in the gym this morning, around maybe 5:30 in the morning. I'm in the gym. Older brother come up to me, right? I'm rocking a brainwash t-shirt. You know, got the shells on it, got One West on the back. You know what I mean? I'm in there trying to swell up. You know what I mean? Working out. And the brother come up to me, older bro, he probably in his, late 60s, probably in his 70s. Come to, what you doing with them shells on? What you doing with them shells? What you doing with that One West shirt on? And I looked at him, right? And I'm sitting on some equipment. And I look at him, I said, because in my head, it's early in the morning, like, what the hell is he talking about? You know what I mean? First time I've ever been soft pressed about being in the truth. It's my first time, right? And he was an older brother, so I ain't want to be disrespectful. And I said, respectfully, I said, because nigga, I'm One West. I said, nigga, too. I'm like, nigga, I'm One West, right? And he's like, oh, you wrong, brother. You wrong. I said, what you mean? I'm wrong. He's like, you supposed to be in the candy canes or something like that. He was an old man in the candy canes. What was it? With Tazadaki and all them. He was with them, that group, right? He's like, man, y'all school, where y'all school at? We got a church now, big church, big building up on some place. And I said, sir, it don't matter about your numbers. He's like, well, 2/3 want to die. He was just giving you the whole breakdown of not having no brotherhood, man. So I asked him, I'm real plain. I said, so what, are we enemies? This is an older brother. Yeah. He's a trainer. Right. So I said, are we enemies? Look him square in his eye. What you mean? I said, are we enemies? Right. Can we agree or disagree? Or are we enemies? Right. Oh, brother, you go. Wearing them shells. And he walked off. And in my head, I'm just like, God damn. You know what I mean? You could have came and said something nice. Right. But and that's the loss. You understand? But either way, Salakia. I was bringing that into this topic. And Cat, forgive me for that, man. But let us Salakia. Let's get back to that topic. I forgot the point on that. But there was a point I was trying to make about the old dude soft pressing me. I'm going to start back at 10. Salakia, if you could, sir. Salakia.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Who's the poor righteous man? That's the point I was trying to make. You ain't in the truth. You ain't in the ISUPK. You're not a righteous man, man. You understand? You in them other camps. You understand? Talking about why you got a shield of David on. You understand? You walk around with a cross. Talking about you in the truth. You understand? You are out of your damn mind. You understand? You soft press any of these officers in this school, you're going to get checked, man. Rightfully so, man. You're not in the truth. Stay in your lane. Get out the way. Do that. Pull over and let us lead, man. You understand? Poor righteous, the oppressors got this in their head. We can come on, let's come together. Let's oppress the poor righteous man. Let's go oppress these Israelites. That's what they were really saying. You understand? And their secret code words. Come on, let's go oppress these Israelites. Man, they got all this gold. They got them fine sister women over there. Good night. They got them tails on them. They can cook. You understand? Mm-hmm. They got them strong young boys. They can come clean and cook and cut grass. You understand? We can put them in our fast food restaurants, pay them minimum wage. We can take them out of their country and put them in fields, pick cotton and avocados. You understand? And sugar cane. We can do this to these people. Let us oppress the righteous man. Keep going, sir. Salakia.
It says, let us not spare the widow.
And let us not spare the widow. Plenty of brothers that lost their lives. They got women and families, man. And they get no comfort from these people, man. No comfort from the oppressor, man. Go ahead. You got something, sir? Go ahead. You can yell it out.
Let us not spare the widow.
Right.
Spare her feelings.
Oh. What you mean?
She's wrong. She's wrong.
Oh, right. Khan. She wrong. She wrong.
Listen,
yeah.
Says,
go ahead.
Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow.
Come on, Con.
Then the next sentence says what?
Nor
reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Look at that, man. That's what that article was. That sister was sitting in that wheelchair, pleading to the oppressor, you know what I mean, that she was living in hazardous conditions. You know what I'm saying? Hazardous conditions. Had a and they didn't spare, man. Who look, they just passed the bill. But who cares? But she been complaining about this for years. Right. It's 2023. Who knows how long she's been in that building? And now all of a sudden they are trying to push legislation for a law to make landlords take care of their goddamn property. They ain't say it was done. You know what I'm saying? They said they're gonna press them so they can do it. They're not gonna do a damn thing, man. Sister Elaine is gonna continue to live with rats and roaches and mice running around her goddamn apartment until blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans come together, man, and build this nation so that we can take care of the widowed and that gray-haired older people, man, the aged man, Salaya. You know what I mean? Like the scripture said. That's the only way they're gonna get any comfort and relief, man. We the real comforters, black man, Hispanic man, when we come together.
Right.
We're the ones that got to take care of these people, man. Take care of our brothers and sisters, man, that can't do it for themselves. It's our responsibility. But nah, the rich and haughty, high mighty, high upper class, blacks and Hispanics, along with your oppressor, your daddy, the slave master, the devil the Bible speaks of, you could give a damn, man. You could give a damn. You right along with them. You know what I'm saying? You'll buck dance and break dance for them just so you can get a piece of the pie, man, and leave Miss Elaine living in a goddamn roach hut, man. Dying. The doctor told her to leave the place, man. Don't go back. Her and her niece, a grandmother, granddaughter? I think it was a granddaughter. So who knows what happened to the granddaughter's parents? They oppressed too, probably dead or in jail on drugs. Grandmother just barely making enough to keep the damn apartment, but the landlord can't even keep it clean and safe for her, man.
Right.
Stove caught on fire. She complained to these people, man. What they say? Oh, let us come together and oppress the righteous, man. They're not oppressing each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not oppressing the Chinese man living in those places. Why? Because you got a Chinatown in every city. You know what I mean? And if they are if China man is getting oppressed, they're getting oppressed by their own people. We not doing it. Am I right or wrong, sir?
Right, sir.
We not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So what's the end result? We have to build this nation, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So how do we do that? We show love and contribute to our older elders, man. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned before, like the brother, you know, he was in a fake Israelite group. He pressed me at the gym this morning. But did I go off on the old brother? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Looked at him straight in his eyes and told him the truth. And I still did it with respect and grace. Why? Because he's still my elder, man. He's an older man. He's still my elder. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we are accountable for our part on how we deal with each other. You know what I mean? He ain't in the truth. You know what I mean? He follows some bull crap doctrine. We don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, get him out of here. Chris is bugged out. Thanks for watching, Chris. Get the algorithm up. Don't even give him no shout him out. Block him. Yeah, he out of there. But anyway, that's it, man. That's it. We got to build this nation so that we can defend our people, man, and get us up out of the hands of these oppressors, man, because all they do is use and abuse, man. We got beautiful brothers and sisters, man, or sisters that go to these nail salons and these hair stores, these beauty supply spots, and get mistreated, overpriced products just so they can maintain a studious look, a good look, man, on themselves, man. Feel good about themselves. You know, that's what we do. We like to be fly. You know what I mean? And they capitalize off that. You know what I mean? Ain't no stringy head Pokemon eating Asian woman putting grease in her head, man. You understand? They're not doing that. They worrying about eating bats and cats, man. You understand? And spiders. Good night. You know, good night, man. Causing all kinds of diseases and viruses to fly all over the goddamn planet. That's what they doing. While they oppress us, man. Imagine that, sir. Look, think of this. Think about how they could be as nasty and disgusting as they possibly can be, right? And just abominable people, right? And still get rich off of the righteous man. Right. God damn. Read that again for me, sir. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10.
Come on.
Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
And that's every nationality that's on this planet. They got a hand in our pocket, man. All of you. You dry chicken Arabs, man. Chicken be good sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a lot. But y'all taking y'all oppressors, man. Y'all don't even eat fried chicken, man. What y'all eat? Flatbread and rice waffles, rice cakes. What do they eat? I don't even know what Arabs eat. Tomatoes. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I don't know what y'all eat. Y'all ain't. I've never seen one of them eat fried chicken, sir.
They don't need that.
Oh, what's she? Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Salagi Adawan. I came in the truth through ICGJC. That's too many acronyms. That sounds like LGBTQ. Salagi. Laugh out loud. They laughing too. But at the time, I didn't know that the ISUPK was where it all started. Damn right.
Provider for the ISUPK. That's right, damn right.
And they say, I saw the corruption there. Hey, look, brothers. Hey, Akita Perkins. Is that what it is? Akita Perkins. The water for that. You know what I mean? And thanks for bigging us up.
Yeah.
You understand?
There you go.
Yeah. The water for bigging us up. And that's the
truth.
truth. You understand?
I think
I think it's Akita.
that's a sister. Though, I think it's a sister. Believe.
Yeah, it's a sister. If it ain't, I apologize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? High school education. Salaki. But anyway, man, these other nationalities, they come into in our neighborhoods and they oppress us, man. And they are allowed to do it by government officials and our leaders, man. Why? Because they get their pockets greased and they get what they want out of the deal. You know what I mean? Our leaders get what they want out of the deal. What do the people that make the deal with our leaders get? They get us.
Right.
They get us. Why? It's all over the statistics in the news. Any reference to consumer reports tell you who's the number one consumer on the planet, man, in this country. It's us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Why? Because we have no industry in this. We have no industry right in this place, man. You understand? Officer Mathum that's with me tonight, he bought out what was it? Damn.
What's that?
The exclusion law.
Oh, doctrine of exclusion.
The doctrine of exclusion. He brought that out a few weeks ago. The Maryland Doctrine of Exclusion. 1638, right? It was written here in Maryland, and it's all over the country now, right? Yeah. They had a council here in Maryland, and they made it a law or standard of living for whites to not include white blacks into the what they call it. Let me go ahead, sir.
Doctrine of exclusion in 1638 was a law created by Maryland when the colonies first got here. You understand? And the law clearly states that any slave, descendant of a slave, or black person shall not enjoy the fruits of white society. Meaning that anything that can get us ahead as a nation, anything that can help us grow as a nation, will not be permitted to us. Remember, when the children of Israel went into Egypt, they went in as 70 souls. They came out in millions. Well, this is what America doesn't want to happen to us. They don't want us to come in as the few and leave as the millions upon millions with power.
Right.
You understand? And we gave up everything we had in integration. They took everything we had as they were destroying our black cities and towns like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Seneca Village, Rosewood, and all of those cities down in North Carolina, in the Carolinas. You understand? They destroyed all those things because they saw what we could become.
Right.
You understand? So now, with this redlining and all of this stuff right here, these are the things that they use. These are the tools that they use to keep us at bay. These are the things that they use so that we don't get ahead. These are the things that they use so that law that they wrote could be created. Think about what's going on with this building.
Right.
We're talking about now. You understand? They charge you so much rent and have you living in squalor.
Right.
Taking so much from you where you can't move to any place else.
Right.
These people are stuck. And this is the position that America has us in today. Well, the scriptures in Zephaniah 2:1 says what?
Gather yourselves together.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. First thing we have to understand is that we have to come together as a people, as a nation. We have to come together, but not only just come together, but come together with one accord.
Right.
Then we have to understand that we are at war with a nation of people that does not desire us.
Right.
I get it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you a hand for that, sir. That's the truth. You understand? And like he mentioned earlier, I was trying to read that. If you could, Carlos, could you write that in English so we can understand a little bit better?
Salud.
Yeah, salados. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish, brother. If you could just write it in English, and we can get you to speak to or help you might need if you could. But anyway, that's the name of the game, man. And like you said, the doctrine of exclusion, man, that is crafty counsel, man. You understand? And that's why we the biggest consumers, because we're not allowed to have any big industry in America. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to have a football franchise. You know what I'm saying? When we had one, they came and took it, the Negro Leagues. You know what I mean? Straight snatched it from us with integration. Yep. A lot of sellouts, man, in integration, man. Jackie Robinson, good night, man. And you got to think, when we had those baseball teams in these different cities, wherever those teams live or wherever those stadiums were, blacks and that lived there, blacks and Spaniards that lived in those areas, we were thriving, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were thriving, just like the oppressor is thriving now in Baltimore City, man. You understand? We got what, 2 stadiums here, back to back to each other. You know what I'm saying? And around that city is absolute desolation, man. Poverty. You know what I mean? Brothers and sisters outside homeless, man, trying to clean windows with squeezies and Windex. You know what I mean? Getting all kinds of altercations with the law and pedestrians and cars, man, just so they can get a couple dollars to buy some cupcakes and a can goddamn soda, man. You know what I mean? Terrible, man. But when we had our own leagues. So imagine a city that got their own black baseball team. You know what I mean? A prominent black or Hispanic would love to live in that area, man, and bring that area up and keep gentrification down out of the neighborhood. Because that's what gentrification, that's really what it is. It's just a war strategy, man. It's a war tactic. You know what I mean? You move into an area, you develop dominance, and you take it. That's what gentrification is. Just like America does in every country on the planet, man. Set up embassies and strongholds. All y'all is fighting in battle positions. That's all it is. And what they do, they win the hearts and minds of the people in those countries, in those areas. You understand? Like, they win the hearts and minds of the people in those areas, and they just steal the land from them, man. Steal all their resources. That's the name of the game. That's what our oppressor does. That's what we talk about. We still alive? That's what it is, man. Let me get process. No, finish what you was doing, sir. It's like you can finish. I can keep going. But we have to understand that it's things that we can really address. No, Slaki, it's things that we can only address when we come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. You understand? And one of those things, one of the main things is finding out our identity. You know what I mean? You know what your identity is as an Israelite according to the Bible, man. Knowing what tribe you come from. You know what I mean? Getting to the school, the Isupk, you know what I mean? And take your vow to serve and wake up your nation of people, your brothers and sisters. You understand? That's how we fix it. Getting back to these laws, get your identity. Get it in here. Once you get the identity, then you open your eyes and you can see that you're being played, man. You've been being played since birth. You're being played by the people that you admire. You're being played by the people that supposed to had the responsibility of teaching you the truth. You're being played. And that being played is getting played out. Time is running out, man. Be playing games with your life. with our lives. Gotta change ourselves, man. Avoid avoid the wickedness that's around us. Not being pulled into every doctrine and every philosophy that our oppressor has us to believe, man, and being spewed out of the mouths of people that look like us. You know what I'm saying? We got to wake up. So that's one thing. You got to learn your identity. Once you learn your identity, you know that you're at war. You come to the terms that you're Israelite when you come here. I don't know what they do in them other fake Israelite groups. I can care less. You understand? But when you come in here, you learn that it's war. It's a war game. It's not a war game. It's a war strategy, man. It's a war going on outside. You understand? You find out what your nationality is, you get it off the top. Well, goddamn, I got people around me that hate me. Mama's son at the liquor store that get me my bottle on the weekends. She hates me. The man that got the turban on his head with that stinking beard, you understand, that probably get hair in my fries and chicken. He hate me, man. He cool and smile, call me brother every time I pay my $10.50 or $10.75 for 4 wings and fries. You understand? And a canned soda. He called me brother. He hate me, man.
Right.
You understand? That doctor that you go to see, you know what I mean? They got that hook that got a hook nose and eat bagels. You understand? And wear small hats in the physician office. You understand? That promotes eating crab, shrimp, and lobster and tells you to take all kinds of medication for high blood pressure and diabetes. Hates you, man. The African that do your braids, sister, that pull your edges out when you sit between her funky legs at a goddamn stinking what's the name of that foo-foo salon? You understand? To get them micro mini braids. You understand? With her Salaki. She hates you, man.
Right.
She hates you, man. We gotta understand we got enemies, man. We are not each other's enemies. They played us, man, and made us be in competition with each other and hate each other, man. I digress, sir. What you got? We got Proverbs 6 and 16.
6 and 16.
Come on, sir.
Come. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16.
You can go ahead.
These 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
Now, these 6 things that the Lord hate, man, it all rolls together with Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and 1, all the way down to 10. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, when we was reading the scriptures, these are the people that trained their minds to believe that it's okay to oppress the righteous man, to oppress Israel. You understand? To do the cruelty and and continue with the mistreatment and oppression of us, man. They had to train their minds to do this. But the Lord got something else in his plans, man. He tells you what he hates. Go ahead, sir. Salahi.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
7. Go ahead.
Verse 17, a proud look.
A proud look. You know how you walk through a certain place? Well, you don't get that when you're in the truth. You don't care. But you got to experience when you are in the world. You know what it is. But while you out there, listeners, you're not in the truth. When you walk around, you see the proud look on these Edomites' face and these other nations' face when they look at you and they serve you, man. You feel a little bit of, you feel the pity that they might look down on you. You know what I mean? The disgust that they might have when they see you and they serve you, man. You know what I mean? Why don't you cook at home? They might be thinking at home in their head because they probably tired from cooking over a goddamn grease pit all day to make you chicken and fried rice. You know what I mean? They want to go home, but they got that proud look, make you feel bad about buying from them. You know what I mean? Or they walk through the stores and the malls with their nose up, bump all into you. You know what I mean? General Johanna was bringing out not too long ago how the East Indians like to spit on the floor when they look at you, and you know, like a sneak disrespectful type of tactic. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I mean? Just their sneaky way of being nasty and disgusting and disrespecting you on the low in their mind. You know what I mean? But go ahead, sir.
A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. Oh, we can all get along. Oh, we're going to get this law passed so that Miss Elaine don't have to live in roaches and mice and get asthma and respiratory disorders or blow her goddamn hand off trying to light a stove. You know what I mean? We going to work it out for you. We're going to get a law passed for you. Yeah, come on down here in that electric wheelchair with that bonnet on. Put that bonnet on in front of all these people so that the World Wide Web can have it as a record for the rest of the time that we here. As long as the internet is around, we can pull this article and see you with a bonnet and an electric chair, electric wheelchair. Come on down here. Come beg at the feet of your slave master, man, the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Come beg. Come beggars. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
And hands that shed innocent blood. Oh, that sound like the oppressor? The Trail of Tears, the Alamo. You know what I'm saying? Slavery. You know what I mean? Black Wall Street bombings. The first aerial and only aerial bombing in America, man. They did it to us. They were like, oh, Pearl Harbor was the first bombing, the first attack on American soil. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. When blacks had their own after slavery, you oppressors, you devils, the Bible speaks of, you came and bombed it. You dropped bombs out of helicopters on Tulsa, Oklahoma. That was the first aerial bombing in America, man. You did it. Airplanes, not helicopters, airplanes. It was you. You understand? You were the first ones to do it. Shed blood with it. Sluggy.
They did it from a helicopter in the MOVE movement in 1985.
That's right. The MOVE movement in Pennsylvania, man. That's where the helicopters came in. Sluggy, I digress. Go ahead, sir. You got some more?
Verse 18. And heart that deviseth wicked imagination.
Oh, we gotta come on. Let's oppress the righteous man. You know what I mean? They come up in their mind with schemes and plots and plans, man, to just lie to us and scheme and steal, set us up for the count, man, just to get taken advantage of, man. You know what I mean? And it ain't just the oppressor, it's our leaders too, man. God damn, they played us out, boy.
Right.
If you ain't in this truth, man, you're gonna continue to get played. You understand? And it's even worse now because they done shrunk goddamn what's it called? Concentration down to a goldfish. We can't even watch a YouTube video that's longer than 2 minutes. Right. You understand? We need that quick sensation of gratification, man. You know what I mean? That quick, instant gratification, but it's another word. That mental orgasm. We need that right away. Quick. That microwave instant gratification. Right. You know what I'm saying? We need that right away. So we can't even sit down and look and evaluate a person's character and see if they plan us or not.
Right.
All we get blinded by the jewels and cars and the pretty eyelashes and the muscles. We get played, man. The fancy clothes, not even fancy clothes, the gay clothes, like the LGBTQ community type clothes and styles. You know what I mean? The skinny jeans, dudes wearing purses. Man, it's like Six Flags. What's the name? 2 Chainz. I used to mess with 2 Chainz, man. These tight pants. This brother was walking on the court, sir, with a purse, like and holding it like Salaya. 2 Chainz, and that was my nigga.
Stop calling them skinny pants. They tight jeans.
Yeah, Skype. Yeah, tight jeans, sir. That makes sense. Yeah, there you go. Right now, I can show you too, right? How Christianity and these fake Israelite groups, man, are just bugged out. Tight jeans, women can wear pants, man. Tight jeans are for women. That's for women. A brother wearing tight jeans is off. It's a lie. Yeah, she wanted, you know what I mean? Entice a man. Right. What you wearing tight pants for, brother? Tight jeans for, brother. You know what I'm saying? Tight trousers. Why? Because your oppressor told you it was cool to do, man. Right. That's why. Envy not the oppressor. Go ahead, sir. That was it, wasn't it? It was a little more.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Oh, we quick to run some mischief. The oppressor is quick to run to mischief. Blacks and Spanish, we quick to run to mischief, man, because we follow after our oppressors, man. We follow after the people that we envious of, that we want to be like. We figure if we can be wicked and evil like them, we can have better lives. We can have a lifestyle like them. No, lie, says the Lord. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But being swift to run to it, man, the Lord hates that, man. And that's another thing that the Christian church don't tell you. The Lord hates certain stuff, man. It's right here. 6 of them he hate, and 7 of them are abomination, man. You know what I'm saying? Are abominable to him. So the Lord do hate, man, and he hates feet that are swift to go to mischief, man. What's running to mischief? Go, hey, you doing a sneaky link. I'm gonna call Shorty, our husband at work. You know, he worked the graveyard shift. I'm gonna go knock her off real quick. The Lord hates that, man. It's a sin. You know what I mean? Oh, let me go ahead and get this money. I'm gonna re-up real quick. You know what I mean? Get back on the block. I can be back out by 5. You know what I mean? That's when everything come live on the strip. That's when they do the shift change. Swift to mischief, man. The Lord hates that. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Verse 19. A false witness that speaketh lies.
Oh, Emmett Till, that lady, I forgot that devil name, but she lied. The Lord hates her, man. And Oprah Winfrey had the nerve to say she don't want her to go to jail. Man, look, Salakia, sir. The Jewish man, the so-called small hat man, you understand, the slumlords of America, they still getting reparations from Nazis, man. Still chasing German Nazis, man. The dude was 100 years old. They still put him in jail. Good night. He probably got a day left. They didn't care. They gonna take him through the humiliation of putting on chains and shackles in that jumpsuit and eating that dirty, nasty, starch-filled meal and put him on that hot, that cold cot on that steel toilet. Having used that steel toilet at 100 years old. You understand? False witness, man. They don't play that. They want revenge. Then they get it. We can't do that. And then our people, our leaders tell you this is wrong. You understand? But she was, the Lord told us that he hates a false witness, man. She lied and got people to lie for. Like, yeah, I seen him do it. I seen Emmett Till do it. Emmett Till was just a fly young brother, man. Had a suit on, man. Like Officer was talking about last week, how the brothers used to wear the zoot suits. Our Hispanic brothers used to wear the zoot suits. You know what I mean? That was their style and flavor. You know what I mean? It's just too much for the oppressor, and he hates it. You know, it's just too much for him. So they got to lie and come up with schemes and plans to put you to death, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put you in chains. You know what I mean? The Lord said he hate that, man. I want to pay for that. Go ahead, sir.
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
Oh, if you sow discord amongst brethren, man. What's that? Who's that? Leaders, man. Christian leaders, government officials, brothers and sisters that got a little bit of clout in the neighborhood, clout in your family. You understand? Starting up strife in your family, starting up strife amongst your brethren, man. Lying, talking, backbiting, talking trash, hating, being disrespectful, not watching your mouth. You know what I mean? The Lord hate all that, man. You need to buckle down, Israel, and wake up. Come up in the school. Learn your identity, the truth of the Bible, not what your half a sodomite Christian leaders teach you, man. Not that. Not that garbage. Not that love everybody garbage. Accepting getting beat down by police. Not that garbage, man. The truth of the Bible, man. That sets you free. That's what the Lord says, man. The truth makes you free, man. Frees your mind. Frees your mind. Opens your eyes to your surroundings. Your real reality on this planet. Here in America, on this planet. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are at war, man. These people hate us. And with that, Israelite School at University of Practical Knowledge out of 1 West Hall, New York. That's my time. Pass the class over to Officer Mathon.
Excellent day. Right. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Right? All right. Excellent class. Excellent class. All right. Security announcements. We're the ISUPK Israelites. We are ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world after 6 months. If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashera. 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give, up and coming holy convocation. Everybody knows that the Passover is going to be in, what's that, 500 South Salisbury in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hey, get yourself together, get there, be square. Get there or be square. You understand? Book your hotel rooms, get your rides, rent your cars. What you got?
From Officer, Kevin McCullough, he said make sure that brothers and sisters utilize
the buses. The
buses.
buses to get back from here and there, because y'all know it's going to be congested, especially that weekend. It's going to be congested. So prepare to use the buses that are provided. So that means when the buses are ready to pull off, be on time. Be on time. Make sure you're on those buses. Hey, look, I want to make sure I get there because I want to go see that the slave plantation.
Oh, that's right, sir. Yeah, that's right.
Do that. That's Thursday.
This will be a nice little tour.
Yeah, I got to get that whole tour.
Right.
You feel me? I ain't gonna. Yeah, man. I want to see that. You know what I mean? But get yourselves together, get prepared, get your garments. Make sure y'all get y'all orders in early. Whoever going to do, y'all do. Make sure y'all get it done. You understand? So let's move on. Remind Akim and Aquathium to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Imajim, Salah, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahabah Shim Yahweh Shabbarakatah, Yad Yimata, class dismissed. All right.